Today I am going to be talking about my journey with autism, ADHD, and PMDD. I'm going to be talking about how I found out and what I had done in response to that, and I guess just a little bit of my mental health background. In high school, I got diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and ADHD. I've always been highly emotional, sensitive, impatient, socially awkward, forgetful, disorganized. I lost interest in things very easily. I very much did not tolerate anything that I didn't like. And then fast forward to my early 20s, where my friend got me a job at an ABA clinic, and just a few minutes after walking in, I knew that I was autistic. And in my head, I was going through these scripts of how I was going to tell everybody in my life what I had just discovered. I only ended up telling a couple of people and used the phrasing, I think I'm autistic, as opposed to I am autistic, because I don't really feel comfortable with self-diagnosis. At the time, I didn't have insurance, and so I needed time to acquire that, and seeking a diagnosis sounded expensive, time-consuming, and just a very difficult task to plan, organize, and execute. I put that off for 3 years. When I got together with my current partner, I was experiencing extreme burnout. I had been, throughout the 3 years, working a full-time job with 2 additional jobs, minus a few months in lockdown. I was sleeping only a few hours a night, and because of that, I was pretty impaired cognitively. It caught up to me, and I had enough of that lifestyle. I ended up quitting all of my jobs one by one over the course of a year, and during that time I received a diagnosis of bipolar and PTSD. I still wanted to get an evaluation, so I got on a wait list, and a few months later I went in for a 3-hour evaluation where they asked a bunch of questions and did a bunch of tests. I found out in January of 2023. And then at some point in 2023, my partner had caught on to a pattern with my meltdowns. My partner had been doing a bit of research on some of the things I was experiencing, because that's just what he does. And this was the first time I had ever heard of PMDD, but we tracked my cycle and my meltdowns for a few months, and then I talked to my therapist, my med provider, and my primary care physician. They all recommended that I get on a birth control that would stop my cycle entirely. So that is what I did. It's now been many months on this birth control, and I have not been experiencing any meltdowns, and that is absolutely insane to me. If you have experienced or witnessed extreme meltdowns, you definitely know how dangerous and destructive it can be to someone's life. My combination of autism, ADHD, and PMDD made me uncontrollable and inconsolable for about a week at a time every single month. And things did not necessarily get better during the other weeks of my cycle, because I had damage control to do. I cannot tell you the things that I have said and done and experienced during those horrific times. I'm so grateful to have gotten to this point where my life is not controlled by emotion dysregulation. And because of the impact of my birth control, I have decided to taper off of some of my other medications. Some of the medications have withdrawals that feel like hell, but I'm still not having the meltdown. I am beyond grateful and beyond relieved to be here, and thank you so much for listening to my story. And if you are interested in more of these types of videos, definitely leave a comment. You can comment an emoji of a tree, and if I see a little forest, I will know that you guys are here and support me, have watched it all the way through, and that you are interested in seeing more. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.